Blessings, good evening. We'll begin with some quiet meditation. So please find a comfortable posture on the floor or on a chair. Sit up straight. Close your eyes and then bring your attention inwards to your own body and mind in the present moment. All day long, our six senses have been active. The eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, sense of touch, and the mind itself. And all that sense impingement, sense objects, different information coming in to the mind uses up a lot of mental energy and stimulates all kinds of pleasant and unpleasant feelings, emotions. So now is a time to give your mind a rest. And that's why we sit still when we meditate, close the eyes. Usually we're sitting in a fairly quiet place. You may not get rid of all sounds, but hopefully you're in a place where there's not going to be anyone bothering you. You're bringing your attention inwards, and you can give yourself permission to let go of the sensual world for a while. You don't have to look at anything. You don't have to listen to anything, taste anything, touch anything, smell anything. You don't really need to think about anything much, other than maybe giving yourself guidelines or instructions about the meditation. So now is the time just to give your mind a rest from all that sense impingement. Just come to settle down on the feeling of the in-breath and the out-breath. So to find that feeling, because it's a very subtle feeling or sensation, take a few deep breaths. Follow the cool air coming in at the tip of your nostrils. Find that feeling. Follow it down to your chest. Observe your lungs filling and the abdomen rising. The abdomen falling, the lungs depressing, and the warmer air of your body going out through your nose. So 3 points are becoming obvious to you when you do this. The tip of the nostrils, the chest, the abdomen. So take a few deep breaths for a while just to establish those points of contact and the inner sensation of the breath, if you can find it. If your mind is wandering, you can help to keep attention on the breathing by counting. Usually we encourage you to count as pairs, so one breath in, one breath out, one, second breath in, two, second breath out, two. So you're both observing or noticing the feeling, sensation of the breath, and you're counting it up until 10. But if you lose count, restart at 1 each time until you can count up to 10 breaths without losing concentration. and then repeat the exercise. There's no prizes and there's nothing special for this that you'll get. You're just counting the breaths, but what you're really gaining is self-awareness, mindfulness, clear comprehension. Or some people like to recite the word Buddho from Buddha. And Buddho means the awakened one or the knowing. You can experiment maybe with the in-breath Bud, with the out-breath Do, Buddho, Buddho, faster or slower as you wish. And once you've found the feeling of the breath, you can let it go naturally at its own pace. You don't have to control the breath and make it long or short. But try to keep paying attention to the in-breath, the out-breath. And you'll need lots of patience and endurance because everything will try and distract you while you're doing this. Really, distraction is your own mind. Through a lack of mindfulness and through past habits or karma, it runs after every thought, every memory, every sensation, and starts thinking about all these things. The mind doesn't stay with the breath for very long. It will go into thinking or looking or wondering about different things you hear or sensations in the body, memories about the past, thoughts about the future. All of this you have to be very patient with and keep letting it go. Observing, but then letting go. And remind yourself, you don't have to have a fight with yourself over all these thoughts and distractions that are coming up. Simply learn not to pay attention to them. So if another thought comes, just notice, another thought, and then let it go. Don't give it importance. Give more importance to the breath, the feeling of the breath. And know whether the breath is coming in and the breath is going out. Are we at the beginning of the breath, the middle of the breath, the out breath? There's different points of the breathing and the breath, the process of the breath that you can observe if you're really paying attention to it. How coarse it is, how refined it is, how long, how short. This information is simply you knowing, getting to know your own breath. If you keep doing this for a while, you might find that body and mind start to relax, have a rest, and become brighter and more energetic. And that will only happen through your own persistent effort to be mindful of the breath. It can't really happen by chance or a sort of random thing. It happens because you keep turning your attention away from all the distractions and towards the breath. Letting go. And when you let go with mindfulness, with understanding, then the mind will settle down and become more peaceful on the inside. Even if you have some pain in your body, or some feelings of tiredness, or if there's external distractions like sound or things going on around, this will all become less and less important to you if you keep turning to the breath as your main object of mind. But you have to be patient with your restless mind, because it's very easy to get irritated when you can't stay with the breath for very long. So relax, just accept that fact and just keep practicing. And sooner or later your mind will settle down You have to give it that chance to settle down by keeping putting attention on your breath. So for the last part of the meditation, I'll stop speaking and just see if you can keep knowing the in-breath, the out-breath, till you hear the bell.